Pennsylvania in 2018, we'll be at Strasburg and a quick look in the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. Then we'll go to the Bridgeview B&B at Marysville, Rockville Bridge right out the back porch. We'll look at Enola Yard a little bit, only a train going into Enola Yard. Then we'll turn around and go upriver towards Cove and Duncannon on the Pittsburgh line, make a quick stop at Hershey on the Reading line, saw some interesting stuff there. And then we will head south to Florida, to the Royal Palm Railway when they had the Clinchfield 800 there working on the line. And there'll be CSX action on the S line and also the A line, Amtrak and Sunrail in the last 2 years. And then finally, the raw end, I'll give you my take on the Cape Cod FL9s, the Cape Flyer, and a cameo appearance by the Energy Train on Cape Cod. And then we will go back to Strasburg to see the 611 when it was there last October on the photo charters. So without further ado, we begin into East Strasburg, as they call it. This was the second day of a 2-week road trip vacation that I took. And I spent the night in just a couple miles north of New York City and then drove this morning to Strasburg. Took a look around. That was one of the former steam locomotives that have operated on the Strasburg. There were benches inside the cab there. There's 2 of them, number 89 and 90, that were quiet for the day. Looking around the yard, the Strasburg 8618 switcher does most of the revenue freight work, as the Strasburg also does freight operations in addition to the tourist operations. Might as well show you these shots because they're the only shots in the yard. You're not going to see any shots in the yard when we come back for the 611. All that is out on the line there. But on this day, the motive power, number 475, and of course it's interesting I show these pictures because the headlight position on the 475 is near the top of the smoke box. And a quick side note, if you notice the RIP RCM, that was for one of the engineers there that sadly passed away just about a week before I got there. So that's why there was a little notion there. But let's head out on the out there.
A train and a man. They both try to run as far and as fast as they can. But a man's not a train, and a train's not a man. A man can do things that a train never can. Going up a mountain, even halfway to the top. The minute that a train runs out of steam, it's gotta stop. But it's a different story when a man runs out of steam. He still can go a long, long way on nothing but a dream. across the country. When a train runs out of drive, it has to stop and turn around and then start heading back. But many miles from nowhere, out where all the tracks are gone, a man who's got himself a dream can still keep going on. So don't try to stop me, don't try to stop me, 'cause nobody can. I got a dream, a beautiful dream, and that makes me your man. Oh, don't try to stop me, don't try to stop me, 'cause nobody can. I got a dream, a beautiful dream, and that makes me your
I should bring up a funny story about that car. I was standing there at Espenshade Road, waiting for the train to show up, and then that car, the Bel Air, they showed up. They came to a stop right where the gate would come down. They said, "Would you mind if we sit here? We're waiting for the train to come up, and we have a friend on the train." And I looked at the car, and I looked at them, and I said, "Sure, that's fine." And they let me get pictures with the car and the train. As for the year, I do not know exactly the year of the car, unfortunately, and I'm terribly sorry that I don't have that information.
1955.
Okay, that's what. And across the street, usually often without a visit to Strasburg, usually means a quick trip over to the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. It's always a nice sight, the big Pennsy E unit. My preferable favorite is the Conrail locomotive they have in there. They got all three types of geared locomotives, a Shay there in front, and then there's I think the Climax, and then Heisler right in the back there. The GG1 next to the John Bull. 460, the Lindbergh engine. Outside, the older and the new. The year before I was here, the 915 was actually in the area I'm standing in, but they've moved a few things around. Of course, they still have the plans for a 5 or 6 stall roundhouse around their turntable out there, and will cosmetically restore these locomotives to go in the roundhouse. So we're leaving Strasburg for now, but we'll return later in the program. And that was shot from the parking lot. I saw that as I was leaving, and I said, I might as well grab a quick shot there. So when in the area, usually appropriate accommodations at the Bridgeview Bed and Breakfast in Marysville. With a quick look around, looking west. To the south, Harrisburg is down just a little bit downriver across the river. And then, of course, the business end of it all, the Rockville Bridge, and such and a lot of good action that comes across it. So a few facts in that segment. Those two heritage units, the Central Georgia and the original Norfolk Southern, were within an hour of each other. So I was pretty lucky. And within that hour, those other trains came through. That first eastbound you saw at Hershey, same one on the bridge at Rockville. And then that westbound intermodal, I later again saw at the bridge at the Rockville Bridge. Unfortunately, I didn't have my camera out. Oh well. But now we go south into Florida, which on this vacation I used the auto train to go down there and had about a week in Florida. And right just not far from where I stayed, there was the Royal Palm Railway operating between Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora. And at the time, they still had the Clinchfield 800. And just as well, actually, because a few months after this was, I took these photos, they stopped running service between Tavares and Mount Dora. So that was pretty big. Basically, the line goes from here, from Mount Dora, goes to Tavares, then there's a junction there that goes up to Eustis. So basically, we're going to go towards Tavares, up to Eustis, back to Tavares, and then we'll come back here to Mount Dora. So now here we've moved across up to Ocala, where we're gonna go from north to south on the S line, seeing the CSX action. Then halfway, we're gonna jump over to the A line, where the passenger traffic goes. We're gonna go from Winter Park up to just past Orange City, Florida. So sweet. Hold on a second. We'll get moving us. Here we go. So from the warm, sunny Florida, we're back up to cloudy, a little bit cooler Massachusetts. The shot was taken in May, but it was the first day I decided to do, made the full conversion to shooting pictures in RAW format after so many people saying, why haven't you switched over? And finally I did, and I have not regretted switching over. Only thing I regret is not switching over sooner. So, but anyway. Start in West Barnstable, and we got the FL9s. And we closed it out with something interesting that went through the canal last September. That's top sail schooner Pride of Baltimore II that motored its way from Sagamore End down here to the canal on its way to Martha's Vineyard. Now we build up for the finale, the 611 at Strasburg. And I've decided when the announcement was made, I wanted to do the photo charter with the 611 and the 382, the disguised 475 out there. And so me and Doug Scott, we when I learned he was also going out there, we decided to go out together. And we had the Sunday charter, but we also learned that the weather for Sunday was not going to be the best. We arrived into central Pennsylvania around the afternoon, and we decided, since the Saturday folks were getting the advantage of sun all day long, we decided to get our share of the of photos. And fortunately, they were all, we hung out at Carpenter's Crossing for the rest of the afternoon, and 611, 475, and number 90 made appearances all for the rest of the day. The graveyard at Carpenter's Crossing, a popular photo spot.
The clickety sound of a southbound freight, the high-speed hum of a passenger train becomes part of the soul and the heart and the mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line. And the sound of a whistle at the crossing the road, and the tanks and the trucks and the tractors on the flat car load becomes part of the soul and the heart and the mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line. And the big round penny, and she lay on the rails and the wheels smashed flat, and the glimpse of the ladies with the pictures of the men in their engineers' hats. Well, the brakeman waves from the red caboose. It's a part of the past that never quite turns loose, becomes part of the soul and the heart and the mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line. The sound of a whistle at the crossing the road, and the tanks and the trucks and the tractors on the flat car load becomes part of the soul and the heart and the mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line. And the big round penny, and she lay on the rails and the wheels smashed flat, and the glimpse of the ladies with the pictures of the men in their engineers' hats. Well, the brakeman waves from the red caboose. It's a part of the past that never quite turns loose, becomes part of the soul and the heart and the mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line, becomes part of the soul and the heart and mind of a boy who was raised by the railroad line.
So that moves us to Sunday, October 6th, with my charter and Doug's. And as you could see, clouds moved in overnight. They stayed the whole day, and there was some rain that showed up in the afternoon. That was a massive challenge, but I fought through it. We all fought through it as best we could. It was quite an experience.
If you're looking for me, baby, I won't be hard to find. I'm right here where you left me, just me, myself, and I. Just take the fast train to Lonesome, I promise I'll be there. Day and night don't matter, 'cause I'm not going anywhere. By the time you hear that whistle blow, it's too late, you're headed down the track. On that fast train to Lonesome, a one-way ticket, ain't no coming back. If you ever think you need me, don't come knocking at my door. You can ring the bell forever, I don't live there anymore. When you told me it was over, I believed your every word. Don't you try and reconsider, I can't forget the things I heard. By the time you hear that whistle blow, it's too late, you're headed down the track. On that fast train to Lonesome, a one-way ticket, ain't no coming back. Blow, it's too late, you're headed down the track. On that fast train to Lonesome, a one-way ticket, ain't no coming back. On that fast train to Lonesome, a one-way ticket, ain't no coming back.
Say that once for me.
from New Orleans, from New York to Denver, they roll through this town. Now those days are gone, but I still hear the sound of big iron horses, the steel turning round, sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and the whistle blows steam. That was yesterday. Now those big trains don't come anymore. Now the years pass so quickly, and the world had moved on, and change cast a shadow as they left one by one. When the last train left Avon, no one was there. Guess they didn't know, guess they didn't care. Now the station is empty and the train yard lies still, and Grandpa is gone now to St. Agnes Hill. Now I stand on the fire watch, and as I close my eyes, I see a little boy, and he's waving goodbye to the big iron horses, the steel turning round, sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and the whistle blows steam. That was long ago. Now they live on in my dreams. The big iron horses, the steel turning round, the sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and the whistle blows steam. That was yesterday. Now those big trains don't come anymore.
there we have it.
I just turned off your screen share, Matt.
All right, thanks.
Wow. So we're back, and I owe Matt an apology because early on I said that we'd seen a lot of this before at First Tuesday meetings. Well, might have been bits and pieces that we saw at First Tuesday meetings, but not like that. That was spectacular, Matt. Thank you very, very much. I know you put a lot of work into it, and it shows, and I think we really appreciate it. I want to apologize to folks who were on the Zoom meeting. I inadvertently turned the chat off. So if you were trying to make a comment on the Zoom meeting, I screwed up. But you can go to the Facebook page and make any comment that you want. If you want to watch this again, it's still streaming live on Facebook. We'll stop that in a minute. But you can go back to the Facebook page. If you don't know how to get there, go to massbayre.org and click on the big F, and it'll take you right there. And we may be able to post this up on YouTube. We do have a YouTube page, but there's nothing on it yet. Tonight we had 88 people max on the Zoom call, and 26 were watching on Facebook so far. So a great turnout for a Third Thursday. Our next live stream will be our First Tuesday Members Night on Tuesday, August 4th. Members Night is a chance for folks to show slides or videos that might not be enough for a full program. Last time we had contributions ranging from a minute to about 15 minutes. So if you have something you'd like to share with folks, please send us an email, trips@massbayre.org, or give a call, 978-470-2066. And we'll put that program together. So I want to thank everybody for watching on Facebook. I want to thank everybody who has joined us for the Zoom meeting. And we are going to end the official program now, which means we're going to stop the live stream on Facebook and stop the recording. But we'll keep the Zoom meeting open for a while, and I'll unmute folks. If you want to stick around and chat or buy Matt a beer, by all means, you can do that. So we're going to